Hello, welcome to Science World. Today we're at the Science for Life exhibition here at the Wellcome Trust in London, where we'll be focusing not on human, but on artificial life forms. In this month's programme, machines gone mad, will robots conquer the world? And the science of piano playing, why practice makes perfect. 1 million robots are busy doing our work on production lines all round the world. But thousands more, the robotic elite, are now beginning to taste a sense of freedom as scientists build machines with their own needs and desires. So will more sensitive robots make better slaves? Or will they simply decide enough is enough and turn against us? Tracy Logan explores the possibilities.
Apocalypse now? Not quite. These are killers by remote control. Strangely more chilling are these little creatures, real-life robot champions, able to find their own way in an uncertain world. These will be among the contenders at next month's Robot Olympics in Scotland. The team's secret weapon, Robocop, is on his mettle.
This robot has ultrasonic scanners, it has laser rangefinders, it has television cameras that we can see through and can see in the dark. In fact, it has more sensors than a human has, and you could even say it has extrasensory perception.
But the biggest obstacle in Robocop's path is its lack of imagination. Thinking ahead is something robots are notoriously bad at. Yet one scientist claims to have created a thinking machine. Modelled on the human brain, he calls it Magnus.
Conventional computers which drive existing robots simply react in a pre-programmed way to the information that they sense. Magnus can even shut its eyes and picture the world that it's learned to live in, and it also has a sense of what it itself can do in that world. Now, in that way, Magnus has become conscious of its world, rather than just being programmed to react to it.
Trapped in the virtual world of a laptop computer, Magnus can neither help nor harm us. But put that brain in a gladiator's body, and conscious, thinking machines could break out of the laboratory. Then, things might be very different.
If robots were ever so complex, so adaptive, so flexible, that we really started talking about them in this way, then I think there'd be two problems. And the first is the old problem of, would they take over in effect? And then there would be another whole set of problems of how we should treat them. Because if we think of them as experiencing beings, whether it's just visual experience, whether it's things like pain, maybe we should treat them with rather more respect than we would otherwise.
The day when things that look like this have brains to match is a long way off. When it comes, they may decide to obey the first law of robotics, never to harm a human being. Then again, they may not. Tracy Logan, BBC News.
Well, joining me now is Kevin Warwick from Reading University in England, and also Robocop, who we saw in that report. So, Professor, what do you think? Could a creature like Robocop ever pose a really serious threat?
Well, I don't think Robocop itself could, because it's perhaps not that powerful, and importantly, it's not that intelligent.
So what do you see as the worst case scenario?
Well, I think if we have robots that are more intelligent, perhaps similar to Robocop, but also have some power to hurt or influence people, then they could easily, in years to come, take over control.
But presumably this is all some way off in the future, isn't it? I mean, how far has this actually got?
Well, I think we're a fair way down. We're not going to get anything in the next 4 or 5 years that's too much to worry about. But I don't think it's too far out, maybe only 15, 20 years. And I think we do have something to worry about, because intelligence in robotics is increasing very, very quickly.
Now, you are a professor of cybernetics. You make these robots.
Yes.
Surely you shoulder some of the responsibility for this.
Well, I see us as being the good guys, if you like. We're looking merely at what's possible and reporting openly. Here we are on television reporting to the world what is now possible. For us good guys, there are also bad guys out there that are not reporting to you. It's those you've got to worry about, not us.
But why do you think anyone would actually want to create an evil robot?
Why would anyone ever want to create a nuclear bomb that could blow up whole cities? If it's positive for either a military power or for economical reasons, then they'll do it.
Professor Kevin Warwick, thanks very much. And thank you also to Robocop for joining us.